A story in the Sunday Star Tribune caught our eye this weekend, showing a severe cut in parking spots in Minneapolis over the last 3 years. Surface lots have been turned into apartments and office buildings, and even with underground ramps in the new development, a lot of those spaces are disappearing. Just in downtown since 2014, more than 2,400 parking spaces in 20 ramps and surface lots have been wiped out. The city has added more bike lanes to try to encourage people to get around by bicycle and, of course, by public transit. It is a pretty walkable city. They're trying to kind of move in that direction.
Minneapolis still has a lot of available parking, right? There are nearly 8,000 parking meters throughout the city. When you look at city-owned ramps, which not part of this data that we were able to look at, there's tens of thousands of spaces. There are a lot of spaces available. But the broader picture that the city of Minneapolis, like many other cities, they're moving away from parking. They're trying to encourage people to bike, to take transit, because the sense is for the future, you need to get away from cars, Rachel.
Right, convenience costs, right?
Free parking is not free. There's a cost to building, there's a cost to building that portion of the road that is a metered space. Right. There's always a cost.
I don't have a problem with it just because I know there is a convenience. I pay $150 a month in a ramp, but I know I'm always going to have a spot. I don't have to drive around an extra 10 minutes. I'm okay with it. I understand where other people might not, but that's why they have so many options for mass transit.
Traffic has also been a nightmare downtown just because of all the construction. There has been a lot of rerouting into the downtown areas, but I do think there are a lot of people who maybe live in the suburbs. They don't come downtown very often, and they don't even know where to park or where to find parking. And sometimes it can be super tricky, especially during a Twins game. There might not be parking available, especially during the day, and then you try to park on the city streets, and there's no parking available for that either.
Some of this from a policy standpoint, Kylie, is when the city says, okay, you can build this apartment building with 400 units, and you don't have to put 400 spaces in. You don't have to build a ramp.
And I think that's fine. I think that there shouldn't be, you know, just a bunch of empty spaces.
But should you be able to do 400 units with 20 spaces?
That sounds crazy to me, especially because, I mean, when you compare this to other cities that are moving in this direction, Minnesota has more people that are living in Minnesota who are from here. So there's a lot of people who travel to go and see their family by car, and it's not available by bus like a lot of people who move to Chicago as transplants or maybe to like a San Francisco or Seattle. So I do think it's a little bit different here. We're not like the other big cities, and our prices aren't that much lower.
I live downtown, and I thought about going carless. And the more I thought about it, for that same reason, I want to go see my parents in Minnetonka. I want to go see my sister in Minnetonka, and the easiest way to get there is by car.
It's a choice. The city is making a choice and saying, look, we need to build some infrastructure for bikes. And yeah, that means maybe we're not going to prioritize parking as much.
But they want more people to move downtown to work at these companies, and parking by month is very expensive.
You know, they're saying pay for it. If you want it, pay for it. That it comes with a cost, and there's a broader cost to society. And so, yeah, there's going to be growing pains. I think there are some people who say, forget it. And some businesses who might say, look, there's not enough parking here for our employees or cost too much. So we'll see. I mean, do the younger workers want to be in the city? It seems like they do.
Will they be more likely to take the bus, too?
I feel like they're more
We'll see how
willing
it
to find
shakes
other
out.
modes of
Right?
transportation
I
as well.
loved being carless in Minneapolis for a short period of time. It was wonderful.